Hey guys, it's Mike from Luminlights, and today we're going to do a tutorial video on how to operate the Luminlights Thunderbar Tri, or we've also called the Thunderbar Pro. We have it labeled right here, Thunderbar Tri. And this is a Tri-LED fixture, outdoor fixture. It's IP66 rated. It uses the same Tri-LED bulbs that are in our Thunderblast Pro. And it has the waterproof connectors, as you can see, stainless steel with rubber grommets underneath. All waterproof connectors for the power and the DMX. It's power in, power out, DMX in, DMX out. Now, if you're going to be doing this for an indoor install and you don't need the waterproof connectors, because these have little O-ring rubber gaskets in them and they screw together and they lock and seal, keeps moisture out. If you're doing this for indoors, we also have the waterproof connector to standard DMX 3-pin connector, so you can do your indoor install. And the controls for this unit are right on the end here. Now, it is a 3-button control unit as opposed to 4-button, so it has a few extra pushes to get around. And you can see right here we've got a rubber boot, which is keeping the moisture out. There's 3 buttons. There's your mode button, which you'll see in the manual on the left hand side, and then an up and a down button. Alright, so I'm going to get to first the program. Alright, so let's start with program 1, which is the user definable color. It's a static color. So we're in program 01. Hit your menu button once to choose what color you want to be static, and you'll see there are a bunch of different colors. There's color 1, which is red. Color 2, which is red and green mixed together. Color 3, which is green. Color 4, which is green and blue. Color 5, which is just blue. Color 6 is red and blue to make purple. Color 7 says on. That means all 3 colors are on. That gives you white. And then 8 would be off. And then the next press you're going to see, this is really TL. It looks like RL. This is a temperature setting. If you're operating the light in an area where it's getting extremely hot, to protect the LEDs, the light will shut down, and you can set what temperature it'll come back on as a safety measure. By pressing the menu button once, you enter into the sub-menu for the temperature, and you have L1 through 4. And if you look at your manual, L1 through 4 correspond to temperatures you can set, and I don't know if we can see this here so close, but L1 is 48 degrees, L2 49, L3 50 degrees, and L4 51 degrees. For the most part though, you're probably never going to have to even touch this or bother with it. So let's move on. So that was program user definable program 1, which is the static color. Now when we go into program 2 through 7, each program does different things. Right now 2 is set to looks like red, and if we hit the menu button we can go into sub chapters or sub menus. When you go into the sub chapter for program 2, you see S, which is the speed. So if this was doing color changing or fades, whatever it may be, you can increase your speed from 0 all the way up to 99. And if you can see that right now, that is cycling through a color fade. And it's doing it rather quickly now because I set the speed pretty high. So speed, that's one thing you can set. Another thing you can set, we'll hit the menu button again, which is the left button, F, which stands for flash or strobe. So again, using the middle button, which is the up button, we got from 0 to 1, and you can see the light is now flashing, and so on and so forth, and as we go higher it'll flash faster and faster and faster. So that's the second push, which is your strobe or flash. Press it again, you're back to 2. Let's go to our next program, program 3. Same thing. Hit the menu button. That's the speed at which the program is doing its thing, and right now it's just doing a color jump, so you can change the speed of that color jump. F is flash or strobe. You could set that to strobe, and you're back to 3. So on and so forth all the way up to the last program. So now let's get out of this. These are predefined programs. There's also an auto mode, which is similar to one of the pre-built programs, but let's get to that. To get to the auto mode, you're going to press and hold the menu button for 2 seconds. Now it says AUT. Now it's in auto mode. So now we have our auto menu. Now auto menu is a pre-programmed show. It's just going to fade from one color to the next. And just like the other pre-built shows, if you press the menu button once, speed, you can change the speed at which it does its thing. And press the menu button again. F is flash, you can set it to strobe. Now there's one other feature. If you press this again, you'll see a D, which the other programs don't have. This is the dimming rate, how fast it fades from color to color. And the higher the number is, the faster it fades between colors. The lower the number, the longer it's going to take. And if you set it down to 1, it may take forever to go from one color to the next. You may think it's just set to a steady color, but it's actually not. That's just the speed of the dimming. And then back to auto. So that's our auto program. So far we've covered pre-built programs. User 1 is just a set color, and you can change some variations on it. Programs 2 through 7 are pre-built shows, which you can change the speed and the strobing on. And auto mode, which you can change the speed, strobing, and also the dimming speed. Now, next menu, hold the menu button in for 2 seconds. And now you see a 052, because I have this set to DMX channel 52. Now you'll see there's a little blinking dot right there. And that dot is what digit you're on. So basically, every time I hit the menu button, you'll see it's on 2. I can set the channel. I can use the down arrow button and go back down to 1 for that digit, or 2. I want to set this to channel 52 though. And then I hit my menu button, and when I hit the menu button, you see the dot now has jumped over to the 10 digit. So now you can set your tens position, 5, 4, 3, whatever. But again, I want to keep this at 52, and press the menu button one more time to go to the hundredths. So then you can set this for, if this was 152 or 452, 352, so on and so forth. We want to set this to 0. The next press of the menu button, you're going to get a D with a blinking dot and either P1 or P2. If you press your menu button up and down keys, P1 and P2. That's going to be your DMX mode. Now DMX mode 1 is going to be a 5-channel mode. And according to your manual, if you look at the manual, 5-channel mode is going to give you your individual colors. It's also going to give you a dimmer and a strobe. So 3 colors plus dimming and strobe, that's 5 channels total. And you can see that right there if you look at your manual. And then we have mode 2. Let's get this back up. Mode 2 is a 3-channel mode, and that relies heavily on basically a lot of built-in macros, which are on channel 1. And then channel 2 lets you control the speed of those macros, and channel 3 is a strobe. So that's the DMX mode. Press the menu button again, we're back to DMX channel. And it's just going to keep cycling between channel, the digits. With each press, the dot is going to move. Press again, it's going to go to the DP setting. I'm going to put this back to DP1. And then if you want to get out of your DMX menu, press and hold the menu button for 2 seconds. And when you do that, the next menu you get is slave. So say now you had a bunch of these set up. You set one light to be the master. You set it on auto, or you set it to a set color, whatever you want to do. Or you want to set it to DMX mode, whatever it may be. And you want another 10 or 20 units to follow what that first unit does. Well, then you would just set it to slave, hold it to 2 seconds, the menu button until you get the slave, and then leave it alone. This light is now in slave mode. Going to hold this 2 more seconds again. We're back to program. Hold it for 2 seconds. We're back to auto. Hold it for 2 seconds. We're back to DMX. Hold it for 2 seconds. We're back to slave. Hold it for 2 seconds. We're back to program. And then again, to access the menus within program, don't hold for 2 seconds. Just a quick click. Click. There's your speed. Click. There's your strobe. Click. Back to the program. And up and down to choose your values. So there's the tutorial on our Thunderbar Tri. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to email or call us. This is Mike from Luminlights. Thank you for watching.